Good evening, everyone. Myself, Amrita Lodha, and I'm having my MBA from SIDTM, Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management and Systems in Finance. Basically, I'm a BCom graduate, and I was a bit skeptical about coming to SIDTM because I belong to the commerce background. But having little inclination towards technology brought me here. And after coming to SIDTM, I'm very inclined towards technology, and they are teaching me a lot about technology and all and everything in MBA is very thoughtful and very I'm getting to learn a lot at SIDTM. So we today, me and my partner Shayan Shikdar, who will be partnering me in this webinar today, will be letting you know about the GEPI process of SIDTM, which is conducted every year for selection of student at SIDTM. Previously, it used to be GEPI what every year, but this year it will be only G and PI. There will be no return ability test for you guys. So yeah, that is all the introductory part from my side. Sharon, who will be partnering me today for this webinar, I would request him to introduce himself.
Thank you, Amrita. Good evening, everybody. My name is Shayan Shikdar, and I did my bachelor's in BCom. And during my graduation, I did some internships. So while pursuing internship, I noticed that to have a basic knowledge about tools and
Today for this
technology
webinar.
is a very important thing. And if you get to know a lot more about these tools, then you will definitely stand out of the crowd. So that's when I decided to join SIDTM to gather some managerial skill with some technical knowledge. I choose my specialization as analytics and finance here at SIDTM, and it's been a great journey. We are in second semester, and it's a roller coaster. We are enjoying the journey a lot. So we will wait for other aspirants to join, and we will start the webinar after that.
Uh, yeah, so guys, let's talk about the tips for SNAP process, the GEPI process. So basically, talking about GEPI process, as we all know, the G is conducted for every entrance exam, and it is a very crucial and critical factor for considering your um, like value thoughts, your leadership skills, your abilities, your confidence, and your critical thinking and stuff. Because what we have been studying from the past 1 year, all the students, all the aspirants of SNAP, basically this is a time where you can showcase yourself in the GPI process. So what happens in G process basically is like they test you that in a specific given period of time what you can showcase, what about a specific or a particular topic you can talk about. Because in G what happens is there will be a panel or two panelists who will be judging you on your confidence, on your abilities of what how and how you can think different from others. So basically it's all about you will be having 8 to 9 students in your group, and you'll be given a topic and you have to talk about it either 2 to 3 minutes, or either like whatever, like how much short and crisp and valid you can make it to the point. So that is what happens in G. You can get topics about social trends. You can get topics about what is trending in the market related to technology, related to political stuff, related to social stuff. So you should have a little knowledge about current affairs. That is all about G. You should have just that little confidence, that knowledge, and yeah. So I'm talking about PI. It's all about the one-on-one interaction with your panelists. It can be the one panelist and two panelists. So it can be just showcasing your communication skills, your leadership skills, and how you can showcase yourself and portray yourself in front of them in the given period of time. Because there will be competition to get into Symbiosis, to get into SIDTM. But if you're able to differentiate yourself in the process about PI, about yourself, about showcasing yourself, and about interviewing with them, and being so confident that you have your point and you have like the determination and the aspiration to join the Symbiosis college, to join SIDTM, then you can surely crack the GEPI process. So further, we'll discuss in detail about the GEPI process. So I would like Shayan, I would request you to please change the slide. Yeah. So introduction to GPI, as I have clearly mentioned that G is all about showcasing your leadership skills, critical thinkings, and PI is about one-on-one interview to your panelists. So that is all like will be your process, and it will be conducted in the month of February after your results, and it will be happening according to your preference. You'll be given dates, and you'll be also given the schedule of what kind of period you want to take, the afternoon session, the evening or the morning kind of routine. So you'll be receiving that after your results are out. So yeah, changing the slide. I would like Shayan to talk about the G in detail. Shayan, would you please change the slide?
Thank you, Amrita. So, as Amrita mentioned, that there are two processes. One is group exercise, and another one is personal interview. So, in group exercise, there are some points that you need to focus on. Like in group exercise, there are in you are will be in a group, and there are 5 to 7 people with you, and there are one conductor or sometimes two. So there you would be given some topics sometimes, or sometimes you would be given like some photos from where you have to draw a story. Like in one of my group exercise process, we are provided with a bunch of photos. So we were 7 of us, and each one of us have a photo, and from that photo we have to come up with a storyline. So there you can uh, showcase your teamwork ability, your leadership potential, and of course your communication skill. So communication skill is one of the very main important thing when it comes to group exercise. Like you have to communicate properly with your teammate and convey your thought process to your team so that you can come with a single point, and you can describe your points to your teammates. So while working in a team, I focus that it's a very important to listen to others' points. If you listen to others' point, you can also get some great ideas from there, and you can also implement that idea to your idea and come up with some great ideas and some great thought process. So for that, what I need to tell you that for preparing these kinds of group exercise, you need to uh, look the pictures with some critical. You have to think critically and uh, draw a draw draw a great story in your mind while communicating with your teammates. Make sure that you come up with a similar storyline. Like if you have different storyline, that it's a very much difficult thing to convey it to the conductor. That uh, and if you have a similar storyline, that it's very great to convey to the conductor, that you come up with a unique idea collectively. So here what I did was to look at the pictures very carefully and communicate with the team, and collectively we came up with two ideas. So we sit and talk with each other, and we decided to go with one idea further and convey all our idea, our thought process to the conductor, and that gives us a wonderful result. And in another group exercise process, we are given by a topic, and on that topic we need to talk about the potential problems or the outcomes of that topic. There will be some topics where you have to take one side, where it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. In some topics you have to just discuss about the topic and get to know more about the topic while uh, communicating with your colleagues in the group. So one time I faced a problem that a topic given to me was not clear to me. So what I did was to listen to the other members carefully and gather more knowledge from that, more insights from that. And after listening to my teammates, I realized what the topic is, and I drew my opinion on that topic. So it's very important to listen to your teammates as well. It's not always that you are speaking. It's very important to listen to your teammates and come up with a similar thought process. Make sure that in group exercise you don't shout, you don't shout, you don't let other people not speak. Give them a chance to speak, and also make sure that you always convey your point properly. So it's very important to have a proper teamwork, a leadership potential. Like if you start the group exercise, it's a very eye-catching thing that you are taking a step and starting the process. And it's very important that if you can conclude the session, it's also very eye-catching. So try to start the conversation or end the conversation. So these are the main 4 points which you need to focus on during the group exercise. And if you can move to the next slide, that you can see that these are some common topics for G. In group discussion, it's very important to be updated with the current affairs. The more you know about the current affairs, the socio-economic issue, the uh, more get the chance to speak properly. If you have the proper knowledge of the topic, it's very easy for you to convey your thought process to your teammates and to the conductor. So it's very important to stay updated with the current affairs, social economics, and have a knowledge about the business and the management scenarios. So what I would like to suggest is to you can read daily newspapers from where you get the current updates, the business management scenarios, and try to cover as much as topics you can. Sometimes abstract topics like leadership or ethics can also be given to you. So be ready for facing new topics, taking new topics, and learn from the group members who are in the process right there with you. So you can also read different books, different articles to get a more knowledge about the current business scenarios, current some abstract topics. And what I did was I used to read a newspaper a lot to stay updated with the current affairs, and that really helped me in the process, because current affairs is one thing that will help you in each and every scenario. So you can also uh, took up some abstract topics from Google. Like if you search for different topics, Google will obviously give you some topics, but uh, that are also very helpful. But what I suggest is to take random topics and speak with you, uh, rehearse with yourself, uh, give you a minute, record your speech. Like if you want to talk about socio-economic issues, so take a topic, then which issue you are want to address, which issue you are going to focus and talk about that. Record your thoughts and consult your friends. Then after recording, listen to your recording. That's also very helpful. Then you can get the chance to notice where you are mistaking. And obviously consulting your friends is a very important thing. Like sometimes when you're speaking, you overlook some minute details, so your friends will obviously give you the best feedback, and you can work on that. If you move to the next slide, the personal interview process, I request Amrita to take this slide. Amrita, you are on mute, I think.
Thank you, Shayan. So, guys, basically, all of you were preparing for your SNAP exam from a while ago, and all of us wait for this day only while we will be giving the interview for our dream college. So, all I want to say is, while giving all the tips further, I just want to say, just be very positive, grateful, and very confident about giving this interview, because it's the day where you'll be portraying yourself, and being confident on that day is very important for overall process. And other things also matter, but if you're positive and you're confident, it is a very plus point for yourself, because being confident and being very very positive on that day is the first thing you should have in your mind. um, Proceeding towards the next slide, I feel understanding the interview panel, common interview questions and themes, as Shayan also mentioned in the G also, this is something which you should know while you're giving your interview. So there are a lot of things which matters in PI, like your confidence, like your communication skills, like maintaining eye contact, like being very active listener, because it's just not about putting your points and just giving answers to them on the basis of what you want, but it's about differentiating yourself from other people. Because to get into Symbiosis, you'll be having competition, and if you're able to differentiate yourself, that will be your plus point. So while I was giving my personal interview, I had two panelists in my round, and I got super lucky that the panelists which I got were friendly. So while I was giving the interview, they were asking questions about my family. They were asking about what my future goals are. They were asking about whether why I do want to join SIDTM. So I was having the answer because I was actually able to relate myself from SIDTM. As I mentioned before, I was having a little inclination towards technology. That's why I wanted to join SIDTM, except for the fact that I belong to a commerce background. And after coming to SIDTM, I don't regret the decision. So yeah, in my personal interview round, you should just have this in mind, that getting comfortable with your panelists, understanding them by listening to them, maintaining the eye contact, maintaining the body language, and also dressing up very good is a plus point for you. Except for the knowledge you have, except for the graduation basics you should cover, and also the research about the university you're getting into, researching about SIDTM, researching about the other colleges you're preparing for like personal interview round and Symbiosis is is also a thing. I feel while you're giving your personal interview, the first thing you should do is maintain the proper body language, maintain the eye contact, because yeah, like in the early phase, these interview rounds were conducted physically, so they checked everything like the body language, yeah, the way you're coming into the room and stuff. But nowadays, as the process is being conducted online, they just see that how confident you are. They see that the eye contact thing, because if you're maintaining the eye contact and you're answering them with that level of confidence, and you're very you're very clear about your communication, you're very clear about the answers you're giving, that then that is something they look for in a student, they look for in an aspirant. So if you're even if you're actively listening while you're giving answer, don't be arrogant. There's a difference between being arrogant and being confident. Even if you're confident about something and they are interrogating you that okay, this is not an answer, this is answer, don't be arrogant here. Just be a little flexible. Just try to understand that okay, this is not about whether how much I know and am I correct or not, and I just need to prove myself. It is also about whether you are adaptable or not, you're flexible or not. So just be a little calm, composed, and be a little confident. Give answers, but with a little of bit of flexibility. Try to understand your panelists too. Try to get comfortable with them, and just answer with all the confidence. That is all you need in the PI round. Also, research about SIDTM. Going to the official website, as we have been providing you with these webinars like every weekend and every 14 days. You can check our webinars too for getting all the information about SIDTM. But I would advise you to go on the official website to know about SIDTM, the companies, why SIDTM, the specialization and stuff. One thing also I want to mention here while you're in your PI round, while interviewing with panelists, just try if you're having a difficult question. For example, in my personal interview round, there was a question based on my graduation basics that I didn't know. It was like I was not knowing that what is the answer of this question. Just don't try to manipulate them with giving whatever answer you have in your mind. So accept it that okay, I don't know the answer of this question, because uh, even the panelists don't look for the perfect answers and don't look for the students who know all the answers. They look for the students who have the aspiration and they are passionate. They look for the passionate students. So if in the difficult situations you don't know the answers, just tell them that okay, I will look for the answer and I will try to get to know the answer, but for now I don't know the answer. Just stay calm and composed, because one question and one answer won't be judging your whole interview round. So yeah, and also prepare a little bit about yourself in practice, because like just giving the answer suddenly when they will be asking you will be a little difficult for yourself. So what I did was I prepared one introductory answer for myself during my personal interview round, and that is like practice it, because while you are in your interview, like you get a little confused and what to say and what to not. So if you have prepared it like before only, it will be very helpful for you to answer to them, and you'll be like have a little bit smile on your face, maintain the eye contact, maintain the body language. The all things like sums up how your interview goes. So that have been my experience in in SITM also, and in other colleges also which I have been giving interviews for. So yeah, like being calm, composed, and confident, and then giving your answers to the panelist can actually add on to the plus point for your interview, because there will be a lot of students who will be giving the same answers, will be asked the same questions. But if you're answering them with that calm and composed nature and that confident in yourself, that can actually differentiate you, and that is what they look for, the differentiable factor. Yeah. So coming to the next slide, I would I would like let you know guys about the common interview questions and themes in Symbiosis only. So belonging to an engineering background or an commerce background or BTech or something in psychology or whatever, like whatever you have done in your graduation, it doesn't matter. What matters is, are you actually able to relate it to the Symbiosis? Are you able to relate it what you're going to do with it in your MBA? Because there will be questions around why do you want to do MBA? Why do you want to do Symbiosis? And they need to know, they actually look for the students who are very passionate and very aspired about why they want to join Symbiosis. So what happened in my interview was that I was asked about that you're from a BCom background and what you should do is general MBA, because you'll be finding it very difficult to just grasp into technology and stuff, and it will be very difficult for you. So what I told them, what I answered is that because I am inclined towards technology, and because I like studying it. I have interest in it, and I have read about your website. I have read about SIDTM and how they, just educate students, and they conduct the program so that the commerce background students also get to know about technology and just nurture their interest. So it should be a storyline, and it should be something you should able to relate to yourself. If you're able to relate, and if you're able to give them answers that okay, this is why, and this is the reason why I do want to join SIDTM or Symbiosis. If you're able to give them the answer very particularly and very in a crisp manner, then that will be a positive point belonging to. And also about your career aspirations, they will ask you about that after MBA, what do you want to do? This will be a very common question for all the students, and if you've prepared it enough, if you've prepared it in a very good manner, that this is something I want to do after my MBA. It can be anything. You can have a job, you can open your own business, you can have your startup or anything. Just like some people will be there who will be not having an idea of what will be they doing after their MBA. So that is okay too. Just keep it clear in my mind. Just don't, while interviewer asks you that, what are your career aspirations, they actually want to know that whether the students is serious or not, or like he just want to do this MBA thing because of the hype. So just be clear about it, that okay, I am, if even if you are not clear about your future, so just tell them that I am doing MBA and I want to learn and I want to explore myself, and in between the process I'll be able to know that this is something I want to do in my career. But the MBA is very, I'm taking this MBA thing is in very serious manner, because I actually want to do this MBA for growing myself. That is the answer you can give to them, and it depends like from person to person. I'm sharing my experience with you, because while I was giving the interview, I was not very sure about whether I would like to join a startup, I would like to do job, or I will be opening my own business. So what I prefer to say that, so I am not having an idea right now that I'll be surely joining a business or joining a company after my MBA, but I would like to do this MBA because I want to explore myself being a fresher. I want to learn more about SIDTM, MBA people. I want to network. I want to get the exposure of an MBA. So I was able to relate myself to do that MBA, because if you make them feel that this is just an MBA thing and you're doing it very casually, investing your money out of nowhere just because you want to do MBA, that is not the answer they actually want to hear. So just be confident, and just be very clear about what you're communicating, because in your PI round, what matters is your clarity. You should be clear about your goals. You should be clear about why are you giving this interview and why do you want to join this college. Yeah. So these are some common interview questions you can have in the interview. Proceeding towards the next slide, I would like to tell you some additional tips on the personal interview round. So basically, as I have mentioned, your body language and your outfit matters a lot, whether it is a party or it is an interview. Just dress very appropriately, dress professionally. Wearing a blazer and wearing a white shirt is, will be having a positive impact on your personality, because when you dress appropriately, you look serious and you look, aspired. So dress appropriately, uh, that will be the first thing they will be judging you on, because when you open the camera, you turn on the camera, they'll be looking you on the basis of your dress code only. So just dress very appropriately. And yeah, so also before the before giving the interview, research about the university and program you will be having in your MBA. So just go to the website of official website of SIDTM and Symbiosis colleges, and just check which companies visit, which programs they offer, what are the specializations, what will you be having after the 2 years of your MBA, what are your futures, what are your future, like what are your future goals, and what will you be getting after the 2 years of MBA. So checking onto websites, knowing about college, there can be questions about the college. So checking onto the website is a very good thing you can do before your personal interview. Practice questions. Practicing is a must thing before your personal interview. You can just practice yourself, and you can get every one of us have like most of us do join a coaching institute, online or offline, before for preparing the entrance exams. Go to your friends, go to your mentors, just practice and just take feedbacks. Yeah, sometimes in in personal life, it happens that you will be not actually be able to analyze yourself the way people do. So just take feedback, just take some advices from people, from your family, friends, that how are you behaving and what are your weaknesses in the interviewing, giving your interview. So taking feedbacks, practicing regularly, practicing about the basic things, gaining the basic knowledge about your graduation, just getting to know about the college, being confident, being calm and composed. Everything matters a lot, but yeah, in the end, it's just about being very passionate about joining the new college. So just gather knowledge, practice enough, be calm and composed, and just research a little bit about college. That will be sufficient enough to crack your PI round. Proceeding towards the next slide, I would like Shayan to tell you about why should you join SIDTM and how SIDTM will help you in proceeding towards your future goals. So yeah.
Thank you, Amrita. So why SIDTM? So if you search, if you can thorough research, then you will find that SIDTM is one of the best institute in this domain. You will get to know about a lot of technology, lot of tools, lot of managerial aspects. So nowadays, as I mentioned earlier also, that tools are one of the very important thing in the current market. So if you know a lot of tools, that will surely uh, highlight your skills and highlight you from the other crowd. So here at SIDTM, you can see that it's a perfect blend of technology and management, inclusive learning environment, and the most important thing is the 100% placement record. So in SIDTM, you get to learn a lot about technology, lot about tools like Power BI, Python, Excel, which are currently in high demand in the market. If you know these tools, that will surely benefit you in the future, and this is one of the very important and compulsory thing in today's market, to know these tools. Like, we have regular classes on Python, Power BI. We have industry experts who came to our college and give lectures on these tools, so you get to know about where you are focusing and for which purpose you are using which tool. So you get to know the all the things from the industry experts itself. So here at SIDTM, we have three specializations. As you can see, we have system and finance, marketing and finance, and analytics and finance. So in system and finance, it's a lot about technology, lot about 5G, cloud, the network architecture. So if you love technology, then it's a very good specialization for you to go with, where you can learn a lot about the basics of clouds, how it works, how the 5G architecture work, how network work, how to build different networks. So all of these things are the part of this specialization. Moving to the next specialization is the marketing and finance, where you get to a lot more about the marketing side, where you get to know about the consumer behavior, the marketing campaigns, the marketing strategy, how the company make revenue from the marketing campaign, how they measure the profits from there. So you'll get to know a lot about the marketing side. And on the analytics side, you get to know a lot about artificial intelligence, machine learning, which is a hot topic in today's world. You get to a lot of insights from the industry experts who came and visit so college to give a proper knowledge about how artificial intelligence and machine learning is evolving the future. So you get to know about the changes, get to know about the evolution from where it start, where it is now, and where it will go. So if you know the all the aspects, then you can give a better results using those tools. So you get to also get to know about the data mining, how you store data, how you use the data properly to get a proper insight from the data. From the data, how you predict the future. It's one of the very key thing now to predict the future. If you can predict the future with the help of your data, that's a very plus point in the industry. So for that, we also use different tools, like for analyzing, for data mining, for AI ML. There are a lot of tools which you get to know about, and this will surely uh, with the help of this, you will surely stand out of the crowd. So moving to the next slide, live at SIDTM, I would like to ask Amrita to take you through with this slide.
Thank you, Shayan. So, guys, talking about life at SIDTM, I feel that the campus life at SIDTM at Symbiosis is one of the best campus life in India. I feel once you visit the campus only, you will be able to know how beautiful the campus is and how beautiful student life can be at MBA. So, you're talking about the campus, proceeding towards the next slide. Uh, I feel that you know there are some places and you get the exposure and you get to know about how people are, how you are able to interact with multiple kinds of people in your MBA. And basically MBA is just not about the academics, as we all know. It's about networking, it's about getting to know people, it's about getting comfortable in different situations and accordingly handling them. So student life at SIDTM is very, if you get to know, if it's just about talking and interacting with various students coming from different states, come different cities, and still making it comfortable throughout your 2 years. So there are a lot of facilities which have been provided at SIDTM at Symbiosis Campus Lovely, like gymming facilities, swimming pool facilities, and the cafeteria at the night, the campus view from the hilltop, the mess food, talking about the mess food, while I was preparing for snap exams and other MB exams, I was very skeptical about whether I will get good food or not, whether I'll be having comfortability in eating mess food or not. But the mess food at SIDTM at Symbiosis campus is very good, that you have a variety of options in lunch, dinner, breakfast. You will get snacks at 5 p.m. regularly. We have cafes and canteens to have a variety of food options for your junk cravings. And also, if you talk about library, the library facility is open for student 24/7, so you can get your studies done. You can sit there comfortably, peacefully, and get your studies done, your interviews done, your whatever you're preparing for, whatever your other knowledge you want to get. There are a lot of books which have been provided for students in the library. So yeah, proceeding towards the next slide. I feel that there are a lot of events which happen in Symbiosis campus, like considering dance events, music events, events which promote social work, the committee work, the clubs, and all. A lot of things are there which happen at SITTM except for the academics. Talking about the committees, we have a lot of committees at SITTM. We are from Branding and Missions Committee, and the other committees are SPURS, ESIL, and uh, the sports committee, and the events fest committee. So basically, what every committee do is, it is completely a student driven college. So what is made for food related to and taking it forward to the placements, all is being done by students only. So you will just not get the exposure of academics, the things you need for MBA, but other from that, you'll be exposed to the extracurricular activities too. Like in January also, we have like a lot of events from SIBM, from other colleges too, because at the campus we have like other colleges too. So there are a lot of events which have which is being conducted, and all the students from the campus are being invited in the events. So we will be having an event being called Transcend in January, and other events like from SIDTM, other events like Rangmanch, Aram, and events related to knowledge like E-Summit, TEDx also happen in the month of February. So basically, summing up all over the student life at SIDTM, it is very exposed. It is very it is being revolved around all the extracurricular activities a student is being interested. Whether it is dancing, it is singing, it is related to sports, it is related to documents, it is related to knowledge, it is related to TEDx, it is related to being appreciated for your tasks. Everything here at SIDTM is being promoted, is being celebrated like at every phase. We have also events like investiture, where we celebrate the all the members of committees for their work, for their work they have been doing for the 1 year, uh, so that they feel appreciated, and we acknowledge them that because of them these events were being conducted, and they have been the part of those committees in those days. uh, so yeah, that is concluding it. I just want to say that if you have been worrying about the campus life at MBA, just don't think about it like in a second form. I feel that campus life at SIDTM is is at its very best, because like after coming here, I have been exposed to various things. Like I have been in different kind. I was participating in different kind of things while giving my tests. So it is just about, you will be working hard, but you'll be enjoying much harder. So campus life is talking about food, talking about facilities, talking about events. It's very good. Campus is very beautiful, and you'll be having all the facilities you'll be requiring in your MBA. So yeah, coming to the next slide. uh, we both wish you all the very very best for your results, as results are going to come on 10th January. And I feel like last year I was also very tensed about whether the result will be good or not, whether I will be getting my dream college or not. So concluding it, I just want to say that you have been working hard for a long period of time. So just be excited about it, just don't get nervous. Or we wish you all the very best. We wish you that you get your dream college, and that is what I want to say. And we are open for all the question and answers. Please feel free to approach us. And I would like Shayan to say something about it.
Thank you, Amrita. So I hope you get huge knowledge about how GPI process is conducted, how G converted, how PI have been, how you approach G and how you approach PI. So it's very important to stay calm. So stay calm, prepare properly, and result is round the corner. So I wish all the very best for your result, and I hope to see you, a lot of you at SIDTM. So let's move to the question and answer.
Shayan, we have a question from Dhriti, that how long should the answer of the introduction question? So, would you like to answer?
Yeah, sure. So introduction should not extend to 1 minute. It should be very short and very crisp. Make sure you cover all your achievement, all your past activities, like where you from where did your graduation, in which subject you did your graduation, what all achievements you have, and be as short as possible. Don't say don't take too much time. So I
Yeah.
would suggest to take 1 minute and say all the achievements you have, and give a brief idea about your background.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Shayan. I feel your answer should be crisp and short. It should be around 60 to 90 seconds. They just want to know the basics and your background. So yeah, it should be short and crisp. Coming to the next question, we have a question how G and PI are online or offline. So yeah, Abhishek, the G and PI process will be online this year, and the whole process, the schedule will be communicated to you via online mode only, and the process will be conducted online only. It will not be physical and offline. Coming to the next question, Shikha, Jing, what are your future growth opportunities we can expect after doing MBA from SIDTM? Pursuing an MBA from basically there are a lot of opportunities you'll be having after pursuing MBA from SIDTM. It is dependent on your interest also. So as Shayan mentioned, like we have three specialization at SIDTM: analytics, systems, and marketing. So it is dependent on your interest. If you want to take systems, if you are interested in the engineering field, if you're interested in cloud and systems, you can go ahead and take that, and you will be having opportunities in that career also. But if you are interested in marketing, you can take marketing, and you'll be having career growth in that prospect also. So SIDTM is not limited to specializations or some kind of roles only. You'll be having a lot of roles. You'll be having a broad perspective and opportunities on the basis of what you take and what you actually in what way you want to grow. Sharon, if you if you want to say something, please.
So SIDM surely give you a huge opportunity here. Like I previously mentioned, and Amrita also mentioned, the different specializations. You get to know a lot about the specialization, and especially when industry experts come and give you their knowledge. It's a very, I feel it's very, we are very lucky to have them in our campus, and they're sharing their knowledge with us. So it's give huge insights, like what do you expect after MBA. So after seeing them, you can say that yes, this is the right place you are in, and this is the right decision. And you have a lot of opportunity after joining SIDTM. You can also go through our websites and check the placement records, the placement roles, the which roles are offered. Then you can understand how what opportunities you will get in the future.
Yeah. We have another question from Sridhar. He's saying that he is a little bit hesitant in putting forward his opinions. So how should he take it in GD round? So basically, what I would like to advise is taking initiatives. It is not about how much you know, and how much you actually want to put forward in the GD round. It is about taking initiatives and being very confident about it. So start listening to others also in a GD round. You should, if even there are some GD rounds well you'll be absolutely you'll be not knowing a lot about the topic. So in that kind of a case, you can listen to others. Have a active listening skill, because in GD, even from listening only, you can conclude a lot of points. So just start listening, make points out of it, start taking initiative, start practicing. Like you can give mock also for GD. You can keep, you can keep a GD, practice GD with your friends also. Start taking feedbacks, how you are approaching to a problem, how you are concluding the point, and how you are taking initiatives out of that. Because in GD, it's all about talking. If you don't talk, you'll be not noticed. So just if you're not having an idea in initial phase, just make points out of what others are telling, make points out of it, and then just take initiative and speak about it. Because it's all about being seen. If you are not noticeable, if people are noticing you, if your panelists are happy about what you're talking about, if you're confident in speaking with clarity, that is all you need. It's not about being hesitant. It's just being clear about what you're talking about. So just stay clear about some basics, stay clear on ground, and just start listening in GD, and just take the initiative and speak up, because that is the only opportunity you have to speak. So yeah, that is my opinion.
So we have a question from Dhriti. She's asking how are the hostels in SIDTM, and what about the campus? So Amrita clearly mentioned in the previous slide about the campus. It's very beautiful, And there are boys, girls, and also mixed hostel with private wings. There are four sharing, two sharing, three sharing, and also a single sharing for specially able people. The hostels are well maintained and it's very neat and clean. Like in four sharing, you get a huge space. In two sharing, it's very
Uh,
good. You can have a great view from the top floor. Like the view is amazing, and we have a separate hostel for girls and for boys. And just below our hostel, there is a cafe which runs till 1 a.m. in the night. So you can also hang out there, do your projects late night.
we have a question from Aviral Tyagi that what will be the cutoff this year for SIDTM. So Aviral, we'll be expecting above 85 percentile for the cutoff of SIDTM. Basically, it depends year on year. It is not definite, but yeah, we are expecting 85 percentile, a safe score for SIDTM for the cutoff of SIDTM. We have another question. How important is being familiar with current affairs when it comes to GE preparation? Shayan, would you like to answer it?
Yeah. So I also mentioned previously that updating with current affairs is very much important. Like sometimes in GD, the conductor can be given you a current affair topic like some recent news, some recent activities in the business world. So if you are updated with the current affairs, you have the knowledge what is happening around you, what is happening in your state, what is happening in your country. So it's a very important thing to stay updated with the current affairs, because for that it will not only help you in the G process, it will also help you in the interview process. Like sometimes interviewer ask you about some current affairs, they will also ask you about, give me some 3 points that you noticed, or which is very important recently that happened. So you can also talk a good amount of time, and you can talk very with a very quality and precise uh, information that you can get from the current affair. For that you can also refer to newspapers or news channels. You can always get current affairs from there. You can also can be stay updated with the help of newspaper. So make a habit from now only to read newspaper every morning. This will surely help you in the future.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Shayan. We have another question from Avni Sharma. She's asking about, do the interviewers ask telecom related questions? So basically, Avni, you don't have to worry about knowing all about telecom. There may be questions, basics of telecom can be asked. You should be, having a little idea of what telecom is, like 5G, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So just know about the basics of telecom. Very deep knowledge questions about telecom will not be asked in the interview. They will not be expecting you to have proper knowledge of telecom.
So I like to add on with in this question. So what my interview went like, give me some points that you noticed recently in the telecom sector. So it all comes up with in current affairs. So if you follow those properly, so you be able to ask these questions. So before sitting into the interview, just gather a knowledge about the telecom industry, some recent news related to the telecom industry, and just focus on your undergrad papers. So my interview went wholly on my undergrad papers and one question on the telecom industry.
Um, yeah. So we have another question from Bhavya. She's asking about this all Symbiosis colleges GEPI is online. Uh, we cannot tell about all the colleges of Symbiosis, whether it's online or offline, but it is SIDTM, it will be completely online process. Uh, Sneha Verma, your question is, when is the last day to fill the SIDTM form? So the last date of filling the SIDTM form is 9th of January. You can fill it today and tomorrow itself. It will be the deadline for it is 9th January. Shikha Jain is asking about, can anyone avail the sports facilities or do we have set timings for making use of the same? Shayan, would you like to answer the question?
Yeah, sure. So anyone who is a student at the Hilltop campus or the Hill-based campus, at any time they can come and avail the sports facility. They have timings. So for a particular time, they are not operating because they have also some cleaning stuff and maintenance stuff. So besides that, you can avail the sports facility, the swimming pool, gym anytime you want.
Yeah. We have another question from Dhriti Chadda. How many colleges share the same campus? So Dhriti, we have 5 colleges who which share the same campus at the Hilltop, which are SIBM, SSBF, SSSS, SIMC, and SIDTM itself.
We have another question from Yash. So he's asking, I'm from a BSc background. What should be my strategy to revise core subjects for PI or any suggestions? So Amrita, would you like to take up this question?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Yash, it's as you have mentioned that basics should be revised before the PI and GE round. It's not about revising the whole syllabus and just keeping the whole down knowledge about everything. Just clearing your basics down and getting the basic knowledge of everything what you have done in your graduation and what you have done in your past, whether it's work ex, whether it's internship, whether it's general knowledge. You should have just the basic update of everything so that you'll be able to answer it in the personal interview and you'll not be hesitating in answering anything, like whatever question happens. Shayan, would you like to add on some points?
Yeah, sure. So uh, it is not just that you have to have a specific strategy to revise a core subject, like you already prepared for their exam in your undergrad, so you know about the paper. So they're not going to ask heavy question from the paper, they will just ask the basics. So if you prepare well, just brush up the basics, you can easily answer the questions.
Yeah, we have a question from Sridhar Adik. Are there any effective opening lines or strategies for personal interview? So this is something I also used to think that I should have an opening line or statement which will impress my panelists and my interviewers. But instead of generating a greeting, just express that you're grateful and you're very thankful for having that that day that personal interview round. So only like this has been my personal experience that if you show your aspiration, if you show your passion about joining that program, joining that course to the panelists, they will be more excited to know about you. So just show that you are interested in the program, you are actually passionate about joining the MBA program for your future goals. It can be all you can actually do for exciting them and for just boiling down to impress and putting that impression factor of yourself onto them. So just be passionate and be very clear about why do you want to join MBA, why do you want to join this program, and that is all you can do to impress people. There is nothing like opening line in the formal interviews. It is just about being passionate and being very aspired about what you want to do with your life. So yeah, that is my opinion on that.
We have one question from Abhishek. So he is asking, can SIDTM use library and other SIBM resources? So Abhishek, the library, the sports facility, gym, the mess, hostels are all common at the SIU. So the you share the same hostel, the same library, same sports, same mess, everything is same here.
Yeah. We have another question from MGML Rep. Name some companies visit for placements. If you go to the official website, we'll get to know all the companies which visit the SIDTM campus. But some of them are big four, such as EY, PwC, Deloitte, Accenture Strategy and Technology, um, Tata Communications, GT Horton. Those are some companies which visit campus for summer internships as well as the final placements. Guys, with that, we wish you all the best for your results and for your upcoming college interviews and GPI process. We would like to end this webinar for today. If you have any question, you can reach out to us on our official profile of SIDTM on the YouTube comment box, and you can also join the WhatsApp groups of aspirants. We'll be providing you with the link. Yeah, thank you so much for joining.